First, remember back to Acts 16 when Paul tried to go into Asia during his second missionary journey, but the Holy Spirit forbade him from going into that area. And that must have been very confusing for Paul. Paul wanted to go where the gospel had not yet been proclaimed, but God said, no, don't go there. Now, several years later, we see why God's no in Acts was really a not yet. The time wasn't right then, back in Acts 16, but now in Acts 19, the door is wide open, and the gospel explodes across Asia. In God's perfect timing. That's the pattern of God's providence. His delays are not denials. His no is often his way of preparing a greater yes. Think of Joseph in prison. Think of Moses in the desert. Think of Jesus waiting 30 years before beginning his public ministry. God's timing is never late. But it's often different than ours. But it's always wiser. So if you've experienced a closed door in ministry or in life, if God seems to be saying no to something that you deeply desire to do for him, trust that he sees the whole picture. And his no right now may be a not yet. And that will make perfect sense later on in hindsight.